Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's history video brought to you by the Clinton Public Library. This week we'll be discussing the history of the Covered Bridge Festival. Now you might think that would be just slightly foolish, but some of you may not know that Clinton once had a covered bridge. That was part of what started our research, and you can expect a coming history video on Clinton's very own covered bridge soon. The Covered Bridge Festival is held primarily in Park County, but has grown further and further every year as a way to celebrate Indiana's rich developmental history. First beginning in 1957 as a way to spread information about the covered bridges due to an increase in curiosity. The first was in Rockville alone and lasted 3 days, but as the festival picked up speed, it began to add other towns in Park County that had covered bridges. Now, the festival runs for 10 days, and currently the list of towns involved includes Rockville, Billy Creek Village, Bloomingdale, Bridgeton, Mansfield, Mecca, Montezuma, Rosedale, and Tangier. Each of these towns has their own unique attributes that make the festival a special experience with each visit. The attributes involved in the festival are a wide range, including arts and crafts vendors, local food vendors, historic buildings, historic tours of covered bridges, and demonstrations of local crafts. These local attractions range from axe throwing, wood carving, marble shooting, square dancing, sheep shearing, and musket firing contests. The different towns have their own unique flair, and the histories of the bridges assist in developing these flavors. The Bridgeton Bridge has one of the most dramatic stories of the lot, having been built in place of three bridges previously ruined. The first two were open types in the 19th century that fell in. The original covered bridge was built in 1868 and restored in 1988. It was burned by arson in 2005 and rebuilt based on original blueprints in 2006. The oldest bridge of the Park County was built in 1856 by Henry Wolfe. The Portland Mills Covered Bridge has seen a storied history born of many years of both neglect and cherished memory restored. It began with disputed history, with some maps saying the bridge was built in Union Township and others say Green. What is known for sure is that it was moved in January of 1961 to replace the Dooley Station covered bridge, which was burned down by arson in 1960. For many years, it sat neglected until 1982, where it was remembered enough to be closed. By this point pieces of the roof and siding were missing. Ranging from fire damage to rot brought on by rain, it was restored in 1996 through the efforts of donations and local organizations. Now, the bridge is a mainstay tourist spot for the Covered Bridge Festival and is even open for traffic. The Covered Bridge Festival continues to develop every year, and part of that is because the history of the covered bridges grows longer and richer by the day. Don't forget to tune in next week to listen to the history of Clinton's very own covered bridge. Thank you for tuning into this week's history video and have a great day.